So this guy doesn't want to share his notepad.
A notepad. You got your own notepad, man.
Well, we both technically have our own custom notepads from the desk of Jeff and from the desk of Ben. But we choose to use generic ones because those other ones are special.
Apparently they're special.
So anyway, here we are. It's just us two. Congrats.
Congrats to who?
Who's ever watching and listening. It's another week of Lancaster Connects. There we go. Confetti. Yay. But no, as Ben was having a little, he's like, no, I don't want to share my notepad. I'm thinking,
Who's my drone?
I'm thinking, yeah, there's my business spouse dealing with his notepad issues. And, I often joke, it's funny about being in business with a business partner and having a spouse where you're married to a different person. And, it's actually not that I'm saying I want to divorce my wife or anything. Not at all. But it is actually, Ben's like, what the hell is he talking about?
Where are you going?
Where are we going? But you just figure we're starting out with some tomfoolery as usual. It's actually a lot easier to be divorced than it is to get rid of your business.
You looked into this?
No, I haven't looked into it. I'm just, your whole wanting to keep the notepad to yourself just reminded me of all this. Like all of these idiosyncrasies that all come around to being part of the day in the life of owning a business and being here at Gardeners. Like, I mean, it's serious. Like it's some of this little trivia. Now you know.
I will happily share my paper.
I do. Thank you. I'll happily share mine.
But not your food.
I don't share food.
You don't share food.
No, get your own.
That roast beef sandwich today did look good.
It was good. Thank you to my wife for that. That was amazing. My wife made me a roast beef sandwich. She gave me condiments separate and then put the veggies
in a little bag
and the vegetables in a little bag and like laid it all out. So you just like, it was incredible. It was a very tasty lunch. I was very happy.
Smelled and looked good.
Why I don't want to get divorced. I don't. We're actually celebrating our 20th anniversary. We're booking a trip, planning it. If we could figure out where the heck we want to go.
That's always a tough thing.
I just proposed to go to the campsite for the week and that got shot down. She's like, well, you can go. But wouldn't be much of an anniversary trip.
Right. No. Are you thinking, like this continent? Other continents?
Yeah. Look, man, I don't want to. I am
airplane.
I don't want to do an airplane if I don't have to.
Okay. So driving.
We're thinking driving. We'd like to be able to incorporate the slingshot. So
I won't say it.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't call it what it's not. He calls my slingshot something else. See, back to the divorce topic. But no, to close that loop. So seriously, like in the day of the life of owning a business and owning a retail mattress store, there's a lot of things that go on. Just sent a message to our team this morning about how we are not like your basic chicken noodle soup here, where you can see the broth, the noodles, and the chicken. Like we are a complex, tasty gumbo, and it's real important that we execute on all the details 100% every day, because if you miss one thing, it's not as good of a gumbo anymore.
No, it's like the soup Nazi, right?
Yeah.
Soup Nazi had
we're talking about Seinfeld now.
Yeah, they had all their recipes, and Elaine found all the recipes. That our recipe, chopped gumbo.
What was it? Chopped porcini mushrooms?
Porcini mushrooms.
That's right. So you miss a little chopped mushroom in the gumbo. It's not as good.
Nope.
And we always talk about a 5-star experience. I mean, we've got it here in spades to back it up. Right? But none of those books matter. They may as well become fire tinder, campfire, if we don't give you as our new customer that same 5-star experience. So yeah, I'm just kind of lamenting it a little bit, a little blown off steam, I guess. I don't know. I'm not upset. I'm just throwing words out. But it's the day of the life of a local business owner. When you keep your eye on that prize of always delivering a 5-star experience, it's kind of like a psychopathic, manic, depressive, crazy existence.
It is.
Because it matters.
It is. But you know what? Can I transition into the testimonial? Because
sure, look, gloves are off on this show. It's our show. We can do what we want.
The gumbo.
We don't have a guest waiting, so
the gumbo.
Again, congrats to our listeners. You're just getting what we're getting. Sorry, you want to
So the Gardner's Gumbo, which I think we should trademark that, the Gardner's Gumbo.
Gardner's Gumbo.
Leads to happy customers. Jeff shared the books here of happy customers, binders full of happy customers that we can share.
I knew you were going to go there.
Was that the Mitt Romney thing? Binders full of, binders full of customers.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a testimonial over the weekend on Facebook. You can leave reviews on Facebook, among other places. But first mattress this person has bought in many years. He loved his waterbed before. Not many waterbeds out there in the wild anymore. Every once in a while you'll see a waterbed, but
this slowly die off.
Gentleman is replacing his waterbed. Had an opportunity to get a great feeling mattress, and we made a good sale with him. Got all the linens, and we even threw in a mattress cover. So he got a good deal. Thanks to Drew over at Gardner's for helping me out to make this decision to purchase this mattress over at Gardner's in Lancaster. He said happy 4th of July. But the second part of this, you replied to his comment, said thanks for the business, that sort of thing. And then he said what I thought was really interesting. He said, thanks for the good information you shared with me. I walked into places to buy different things and people acted like I owe them something. Keep up the good work, Drew. So have you ever been to a place where you walked in if you felt like they were thinking you were wasting their time, or you were imposing on their time as salespeople, like you were interrupting what they were doing?
I'm about to not pull any punches here.
Go for it.
Any Ford dealership, if you got a Ford F-150 with a 10-speed transmission in it right now.
So you walk in there.
Ask me how I really feel.
How do you know this, Jeffrey?
And I'm a long-time Ford fan, Ford customer.
Nothing worse than that. So, like, I mean, good for us that other stores treat consumers this way.
We really would. But, I mean, I wouldn't want that.
Right.
But it does make it easy to differentiate.
Yeah. But it's like, it's common courtesy to say hello to somebody, be nice to them.
Yeah, it is.
And of course, help solve their sleep need, which is what everybody walking through these doors has. They're looking to sleep better and ultimately wake up happy. So, and a lot of this is just treating people the way that they want to be treated, or that you'd want to be treated yourself.
Yeah.
So, thanks to this customer, thanks for their kind words, but, we gave him the experience that he expected and that we put out there.
Yeah.
So,
well, and I mean, in leading our team here, which kind of falls under my umbrella of things and Ben's umbrella of things is operations. And, one of the things I just shared out today to our team is let's remember that, we got a lot of headwinds right now in our country economically, it would seem. But the reality is if somebody does pull into our store, they are serious about investing in better sleep. The flip side of that is they have taken the time to come into our store, and we need to return that level of respect and opportunity in kind. And we've always done that. And so, yeah, you're right, Ben. It's good to treat people the way you want to be treated, and you will get that experience here, 100% for sure. It's what we're all about. So
that's just frustrating to me, like that somebody would feel that they are not.
Yeah, it's like table stakes for us.
Yeah, you're like
being nice.
You walk into a business, you're like, I'm ready to spend money, and then you get that experience.
Yeah,
it's just like common courtesy.
Yep, it really is. But we continue to work at it, work hard, and reinvent. And it's we're in the midst of the July 4th promo. All right, and listen, we are an everyday low price kind of store. We price our products fairly for what we need to give you the exceptional 5-star experience you deserve, as was relayed in Ben's comment, or not comment, testimonial. But we don't play the games where we market get my hand on screen, way sky high, right? Like way up here. We don't do that to then play these games. I mean, it's busy enough as a business owner.
Who has time to play these price games?
I can't imagine constructing a business where your whole operations are based on where on the price elevator you are today. And then as a small business owner who are out in their community, like you'll see us out in the community doing things with our families. Like I can't imagine being that kind of a business that decides, well, this week it's 70% off our inflated price. And then next week it's 80% off. And then the following week it's 60% off. And having those, it'd be a rare instance, but it could happen. Having those 3 customers that bought the same thing see us out on like First Friday or at Long's Park,
Mm-hmm.
and then having a conversation. Like who wants to have gotten the best price? Who wants to have gotten the worst price? That's not a conversation we want for our customers.
Right. Who's the best negotiator as a consumer?
Why not just know you're shopping in a store that is going to treat everybody fair? Like, if we were forced to open up books, everybody would be pretty darn close. Like not only in the ballpark, but like inside the base paths, maybe all crowding first base together. And the only thing that changes that is because of our double deals promotions. Yeah. And that's our answer to what's on sale, because people do like to scratch that itch of the promotion, right?
Yep.
Everybody likes to get a deal. We get that. So double deals we created to say, okay, here's what's on sale. You pick a discount or a combo of discounts that work for your need. Maybe you have a platform bed, so you don't need a free box spring. No problem. Maybe you have a pickup truck like I do, and you have young sons at home that are strong like I do, and they can lift your mattress. So free delivery doesn't mean anything to you, right? So you get to pick the discounts that maximize your savings, and we're fine with whatever fits for you. And that's what I mean. Like we'll be real close if we had 10 people buy the same setup. No, none of those 10 people should feel they got the worst deal or the best deal.
Yep.
Everybody got the deal we offer to everybody. And that's how we operate around here.
No reference prices.
We've actually got a testimonial. It's on the wall. You can't see. I'm going to do a terrible job of pointing. Let's see. It's like that way on the wall there, like on the other side of that rack. But it's literally, and we can say it now because they're out of business. Shocker.
Right.
It was somebody that worked for Wolf Furniture, and they were our customer because even getting this so-called inside price there, our pricing was better. And that's not my words. You can look on our wall at some of our better handwritten or like the best stories our customers gave us in the handwritten testimonials, which might even be in this book. One of these
Very
books,
well could be.
One of these 2, volume 1 and 2, Happy Buying Experience, talking about how the big bad furniture store, Wolf, yeah, that works out. Big bad Wolf Furniture Store, the big bad furniture store.
You did that.
Our pricing was better than the insider pricing for the employee. Like that was pretty shocking.
Yep. And of course, the challenging thing from our standpoint is the marketing wouldn't have you believe that.
Right.
Because we're not saying big percentage off.
Right.
And they are.
Right.
But the difference is that inflated price, some made up pie in the sky price that we're just not going to do. We're not going to play those games.
Yep. And so on that note, speaking of discounts.
So
Our tent sale is legitimate discounts.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a tent sale going on. So our producer, Chris, if we could have maybe one of our tent sale images up. There we go. There's the tent. So we have any number of reasons why any one of the mattresses is in the tent right now, or things are pink tagged, like the Pink Panther, pink tags. I love the Pink Panther as a kid, that cartoon. Loved it. There you go. There's the pink tag to look for. And this picture is for effect only. We don't necessarily suggest you do this.
Do you think that mattress would have stayed in there on 222?
No, that would be a bad idea. That would be unsafe.
Yeah.
That's why we offer delivery.
There you go.
But it was for effect. At any rate, so every one of those mattresses in the tent, I mean, here's what I got thinking about the other day is there's a story behind every one of them. Be it a comfort exchange, which is part of our Wake Up Happy promise, be it a floor model. We've got some stuff here that, our partners in the last handful of months shipped an error. And, a lot of our contemporaries will say, well, ship that back. You shouldn't have to keep that. That's their mistake. Well, we want to be good partners with everybody. And part of being a good partner is you're a partner in good times and the bad times.
Yep.
And yeah, it's frustrating to have excess inventory, but at the same time, they help us, we help you, everybody wins. So every one of these things that you're looking at in our tent really tells a story of our commitment to that 5-star experience. Because every one of them is something there where it made somebody happy, whether that's one of our vendor partners, whether that's one of our customers, whether that's doing the right thing and saying, hey, look here, we've got this little itty bitty scratch or this little itty bitty tear. It's not 100% perfect. We're sorry. What would you like to do about that? Oftentimes people will happily take a discount we extend. Other times they want what they want and they want it to be 100% without defects. So that's their right. And that's what we do. And so everything here kind of has some kind of unique story behind it. But the story for you, a Midsummer's Night tent sale, like a dream, is you get to save a lot of money. Anywhere from 25 to 50% off. Not some inflated price that's brought down where we're still making, we're like the house in this case ain't winning.
Well, the
like the house always wins in Vegas. Not this case. We are not winning here. We're turning the white and beige and brown rectangles as mattresses into smaller, thinner rectangles like dollars. That's all we're doing here. In some cases, we're losing money. In some cases, we might make a little bit. But really, I think if we would,
well, and that little bit just pays for the tent.
It pays for the tent. We had my kid driving around this weekend. It pays for the advertising.
The banners out front.
This is just recoup, and I've been talking a long time. I'll shut up here in a minute. If you let me go long enough, even with somebody right here, I'll go. But all this is just recouping on that 5-star experience that we've invested in a prior customer. That's all it is. When it really comes down to it.
Well, and you talk about price and the legitimacy of these discounts. Everything in the tent, with maybe one exception, everything in the tent is regular running merchandise for us. So we may have a king size out there in the tent. In fact, right there, kind of front and center, is one of our 2-sided flippable beds in king size. That is on our display floor. It's on our display floor in a different size. But you can flip up the tag and see that mattress is, I can't see it on the tag there, but I think that mattress around like $18.99 for a king size new mattress. And we'll happily order one brand new for you and get it here within a couple weeks. But that particular mattress there is a clearance closeout, and it is legitimately half price. Yeah, there it is. What, $949. So that is a $1,900 bed that is discounted down because it's rebagged. This one was likely an exchange. In fact, that's what the tag says. So somebody got that mattress, felt it was not the right fit for their sleep needs. And per our comfort exchange, 120 nights, we made them happy and exchanged it out for something that they like better. I'm sure they're sleeping very, very well. But that means, obviously, we have a mattress that we need to get rid of. We have a license to resell merchandise in this scenario. And we blow it out for half price. So didn't work for somebody, but that particular mattress actually is one of the most popular mattresses in the showroom. Somebody's going to get an amazing deal on a 2-sided flippable bed for under $1,000.
Yep.
Just to highlight some of the deals we've got in the tent. We've got a lot of kings, a lot of king size mattresses. So I mean, we sell a lot of king mattresses. A lot of people have bigger bedrooms and can put a king size bed in there. But right now we have a slew of king size mattresses. So if you have a king size bed and need to replace the mattress you have now, got a ton of options. We've got latex, foam rubber from our most popular brand, Posh and Lavish. Some of those came from a home show we did, where we have some left over from the display models. So we've got some of those to sell. And some of those were exchanges, but foam rubber latex beds last for a very, very long time, up to 20 years in most cases, and sometimes even longer. And sometimes those kings run well over $3,000 and $4,000, but you can get one of those king size mattresses for half of that. We do have some king-sided, 2 sizes. No, king size 2-sided flippable beds. Jeff mentioned sometimes manufacturers make an error, or maybe we even make an error in our ordering. It happens. But in this case, a manufacturer shipped us 3 mattresses that, they showed up and we're like, what are these? And we kind of went back and determined, they shipped them in error. They are 2-sided flippable beds. They're kind of prototypes of something we don't exactly have on the floor, but it's closely related to the 2-sided flippable beds. In fact, one of them has soft padding on one side and firm padding on the other.
Yep.
We have another one that's soft and another one that's firm, but those are brand new, not even out of the package.
And those beds exist because people come to us for solutions. The market, we look at the market and say, what's an opportunity for a new mattress product? Or people come to us and say, hey, here's a struggle. So what Ben's talking about with those ones, they're called the duo hybrids. I designed those beds for the Airbnb, Vrbo homeowner market that has people coming into their house. I want to give them a really great mattress, something that will be durable, comfortable, and the ones that are 2-sided comfort, firm and soft. This way they could ask you as your guest, as their guest potentially. They can say, do you like a firm or a soft mattress experience? And they can put that in their booking link, and then their maintenance crew can flip that mattress for you, and you get an incredible experience when you go to an Airbnb because or a short-term rental property that you might rent, and through any number of apps, I guess, today. But the idea being you don't have to sleep on an uncomfortable bed anymore. There's an option. The owner of the property gets to wow and delight you, and you're sleeping in a really comfortable bed, which, by the way, if you really love, we can then you can get connected to us through that host if you're so inclined, and you can order one of those mattresses and we can ship it right to your front door, which is pretty cool for little old gardeners in little old Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
We're a big deal, though.
We got some stuff going on. We're more than just 2 guys selling beds. But, so things like that exist. They got shipped in error, and we worked that out with our partners at Gold Bond, and they're like, yep, just keep them and sell them in your tent sale. So, we always work to find solutions, because I often say around here, you can't be a 5-star company hitched to 3-star partners.
And Gold Bond is as good as they come.
They are a great family-owned company. I've known them my entire career in this industry. I have known that family, and I've seen their character in action, up front and close. I've seen up front and close, like some good stuff, some ugly stuff, and I've seen them always decide to do the right thing, even when they didn't think anybody was looking, but I was watching and I saw good stuff happen. So that's why we're proud to be their partner and continue on.
It just popped into my head. I can't think of another factory that we've ever been involved with that has not undergone any changes. Like Gold Bond, they really haven't, besides like Skip maybe taking more of a role from his father, Bob, 4th and 5th generation. Like they've been the same company delivering the same service for the 20 plus years that we've known them. I can't think of another factory that can say that.
Well, not only that, which is very cool, right? Because typically when the 3rd or 4th generation gets around, let alone 5th, they want to sell it, right? Like here's how you know Chick-fil-A got sold to some big private equity company when they open up on Sunday.
Right.
That'll be the first clue.
Yeah.
It'll be the first clue that the family sold out, because immediately the big money company is going to say, why are we closed 1 day a week?
Right.
Those ideals don't matter to us. We're going to open 7 days a week. Yep. And then immediately the pool of talent will diminish, because you don't have a consistent day off and a consistent schedule. And that'll be the reality. But to Gold Bond, not only are they a great family-owned company that hasn't sold out, and Eric Lee, who's made us look good on camera for our Less Snore, More Cuddle efforts, and done a fantastic job producing that commercial for us and helping us with that. He's also a great Gardeners customer. So thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your coaching talents, and I'm going to smile for you, Eric. Eric always wants me to smile.
You got that smile cooking. That Eric Lee smile.
For that. But
we doing the rest of the episode serious face?
Well, it's just how I am. Like, I just got to go. Like, we just have to roll. It's just how I go. But the other thing with Gold Bond, in all seriousness, not only family company, 4 or 5 generations in now, but they don't torment their customers by saying, "Oh, that mattress was discontinued last year. Here's the new ones this year." We've got beds that we've been selling. Now the fabrics change, but that's the fabric, right? Not the makeup, not the way it feels, just the shell. It's like black shirt to white shirt to blue shirt. Still the same Callaway golf shirt that feels great. But they just, if they've got a good thing going, they continue to make it and make it and make it. And we've had customers come back and, essentially fill their house with the mattress that they got because they got a guest bedroom bed first, realized they loved it, and then got a master later or whatever. They just flipped it around and they're 3-4 deep. Sarah is commenting. Sarah, our tent sale is going to go through today. We're recording this on Monday, the 27th, and has been started on Friday, the 24th, but it's going to go now through Monday, July 4th. All right. Or until sold out.
Yeah. It should be pointed out that the deals in the tent, that's the extent of the merchandise that we have. We have some beds in the store that are special tags, some adjustable bed bases, some natural foam rubber latex toppers, some closeout pillows. So there are some deals and products to sell and close out here in the showroom, but that is the extent of what we have. So obviously the best selection is right now. And
the selection is finite.
Yes, that's right. That's right. It's not like we can pull out more 2-sided flippable beds. I think there's one left. We had 2 in the tent on Saturday morning, and I think there's 1 left. So these beds will go quick. Also in the tent, we've got a few king size certified organic beds, beds made with natural materials.
Thanks for tuning in, Sarah.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Yep. And then right there in that picture, you'll see those beds are brand new, rolled up beds. So we put a trailer. We talked about the trailer before the show. We parked a trailer next to our warehouse. So cut a hole in the warehouse door and put a trailer in there. Well, we were told that it was leak proof. Watertight
word you're looking for.
It was not quite as watertight as we had expected. So we had some boxes that got wet. Good news is it was simply the box that got wet. You see the mattresses are sealed. They're compressed and rolled, sealed in a airtight bag, and of course waterproof bag. So we tossed the boxes, the wet boxes, had some cleanup to do. But those mattresses are brand new in the package and 25 to 35% off, simply because of the fact that the box is wet, and we just want to get rid of the merchandise that is, a little less easy to deal with because it's not in a box, right?
I don't even know that I'd say that because the boxing is a pain in the butt.
That's true.
You can't strap it into the front seat of your slingshot.
But that's true. And you don't have to dispose the box when you get it home.
Exactly. Boxes we already did the hard work for you.
That's right.
It's already disposed of. There it is in the slingshot. But yeah, that's a queen size mattress there. So the compress and roll technology is pretty interesting. It's going to be something you see more and more and more of as time goes along in the industry. Maybe not everything, you're going to see less and less be able to ship to your front door because UPS and FedEx are going to continue to put constraints on dimensions and weights. But that compress and roll technology is a fantastic solution logistically for all points up to and into your home. It's just a function of who delivers it.
Well, and it should be said that, I think a lot of people will look at that mattress, and that particular mattress that's in the slingshot is a less expensive mattress. It's, probably a $499 queen. Good for a guest bedroom, good for kids, college students, that sort of thing. But some of our very best mattresses, the mattresses right here next to us, the Posh and Lavish mattresses, can be compressed and rolled to make shipping and handling. They are compressed and rolled. So it's some of the least expensive and the very best mattresses we have can be compressed and rolled. So it's not just cheap mattresses.
Yeah, box is not an indicator of quality.
Yep.
Not at all. Sarah, thanks for being our customer. Happy you're enjoying your bed. Appreciate you commenting. You're getting in for the prizes. and
multiple times.
Yes. Sarah,
Look at that.
and Sarah, maybe with or without knowing it, is stacking the deck on the prize-a-later. So prizes, we do gift cards to local restaurants or our great less snore, more cuddle drinkware. So
My mom loves her hydro flask.
yeah, hydro flask and a tumbler. Jessica, I mean, we have our double deals sale pretty much all throughout the year. We have our vendor events through the key holidays like President's Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Black Friday weekend. Our tent sales, yeah, we pretty much do those once a year. So that's like your biggest, best savings opportunity, just pound for pound savings for sure.
But we do have clearance and closeout merchandise throughout the year. It's just now we've got a bunch, and it's an opportunity to get rid of it all.
So you'll want to visit if now's the time, or you're in range of thinking of something new. Here's a little preview video of the tent sale. I don't know if we can bring audio in or not, but
we've also got closeout box springs. So box springs that are scratch and dent, box springs are unfortunately.
Somebody needs to find a way to make those easy to handle, deliver with.
Yeah. They're rigid on the edge, and sometimes the packaging might not be great, or we slide it across the floor, it gets damaged in shipping to us, or maybe it gets damaged on delivery. But box springs, they're perfectly structurally perfect, fine to put a mattress on. They're just maybe not cosmetically perfect. So a scuff in the corner, tearing a fabric, whatnot. But all of those are half price as well. We've got just about every size covered with a closeout box spring. We got a bunch of them to get rid of.
Yeah. And we have all other sizes in stock too, if we don't have a closeout one for you. So listen, I mean, I said to Ben before we started, I don't think we'll go a whole half hour or 45 minutes about a tent sale, but we did. We had a good conversation. We had some people engaged and commenting, so that's good. I mean, listen, we are truly here to help. This show, we figured, was a good little change of pace from our regular rotation of people that we want to shine light on, which is why Lancaster Connects exists, to highlight the charities and the small businesses doing good, supporting Lancaster County, because we believe that supporting the community that supports us is paramount. And that's why this show exists, with those great charities on here. We donate to them. They get to spend time telling you about all the great they do. We give them a great video that they can use later for their marketing purposes. And forthcoming, we have an assistant coming on board to slice and dice and slap chop it up.
My gosh, slap chop?
The segment, the profound moments and microdoses of Lancaster Connects. So you get to do a little taste test and then take it all in if you want.
You got a potpourri of food descriptions today.
That's right. Yeah, I'm all over it.
A cornucopia would be the word.
Yeah. So I share all of that because we want to continue to do more with Lancaster Connects and raise the profile. So you'll be seeing people come on, you'll be seeing more of those videos come out. All right. And I don't know. I think that's about all we can say about the tent sale. Yeah, it's going on now. Rain or shine, we're doing it. It's here. Bad weather and Gardner's tent sales kind of go hand in hand.
Although this week's
been good. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be all right. Yeah. But we set the tent up and it was raining. So that's just how it goes.
That's true.
But anyway, your sleep better tip is get the book. All right. I'm a little unprepared for the sleep better tip, but the tip is just to take time to think about your sleep. So get the book, gardnersmattressandmore.com/sleep-better. We will mail you a copy for free on us because we believe in what we do. And we believe that helping our community wake up happy, be refreshed, more productive is important for a better community that we live in. So we'll mail you the book. Prize later time, I think.
Unless we want to do the connection cocktail.
Oh, are we going to do that?
I don't know. We could.
Well, I don't know what questions we're going to
related to our questions, we often ask about Turkey Hill, Wawa sheets, and rudders. I saw, maybe we're just doing the
little jazzy, with your vibe on. I like it.
How long
I don't
is
know
it
that
gonna
everybody's ready for that. for all of
go?
that.
You don't want me to dance.
All right.
I will try.
So I'll give you my answer on the Turkey Hill Sheets Rudders Wawa debate. So for me, if you're getting food, it's Wawa. Unless you want egg rolls, and then it's Rudders.
Egg rolls.
Yeah. Yeah. But of course, if you have egg roll lady on your block, then it's egg roll. Okay. If you want coffee, it's Sheets.
Okay.
Because now they're doing like the fresh grind.
Yes, I use that.
Which is kind of cool.
Yes.
And then like Turkey Hill, if you want ice cream, or only if you want to get the half-gallon deals.
2 for $5 or
Something
6
like
or
that.
whatever.
Yeah. So that's my answer on that question.
You know, I think mine is similar. I used to frequent Turkey Hill for the half gallon of ice cream. The
Icy tea?
the tea. The green tea was always a favorite. The raspberry tea, lemon tea. I think they're bad for you, and I haven't had one in a long time. But that was like college. How long is this music going to go?
It's part of
the whole thing.
Yeah. You can't talk and jam at the same time.
I can. There you go. I just saw that Wawa is expected to put like 30 new Wawas in the central Pennsylvania area.
Mm-hmm.
They're going right after the Sheets, Rudders, and Turkey Hills of the world.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like we're in the middle of the convenience store wars right here.
Yeah.
Like Lancaster is.
We've got a lot. Yeah. Awesome. A lot.
It'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Have you ever done a horse and buggy?
No.
Really?
No, never done a horse and buggy. I didn't grow up in Lancaster County.
Not only have I ridden horse and buggies, but in a former life, in a former career, I had customers who were horse and buggy Amish. And I clarify it that way because if you're not familiar with the Amish in and around Lancaster, you have those that have horse and buggies, those that have all blacked out cars. Then you have those that have Mennonites that have cars but aren't all. There's all different kinds of degrees to it.
Right.
And I don't understand all of it. I just know there's different degrees. But yeah, I had customers of horse and buggy Amish, and
you rode in their buggy?
I would. Yeah, well, I had to take a sample to their house or drop like a bundle of shingles off because something got left behind, and I go out and see them, and and then we take Manny, and then he would take me out around. And
that's awesome.
Buggy. Yeah.
That's awesome. I think for me to do it, I would want to do it in like a controlled road environment, like no other traffic.
You're apprehensive about
I'm a nervous Nelly. I'd be a nervous Nelly in there.
You surprised me one time a few years back about being on a boat, even though when we were in Sweden visiting Carpe Diem Bender, we were on a boat in the middle of the night. Speedboat, driven by Cobra.
That was legit his name.
Yep. And we hit a rock going across the lakes or
the fjord.
Going across the fjord.
The fjord. We hit a rock.
That was a whole thing.
All because we missed our ferry back.
Yep.
Dinner went long.
It was a whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
So it sounds like a made up story, but I tell you it's not.
You know, I think, the Facebook memories that pop up, I think that was a 10-year message, like a 10-year memory just earlier this month.
Yeah.
It was 10 years ago.
Yep. So that's that.
What a trip.
Yep. Well, what's your favorite restaurant?
Ooh. This might not be my absolute favorite, but El Serrano has been around.
There you go. El Serrano.
What?
It's not my favorite.
Well, no. I like it. But the reason I bring up El Serrano is like a lot of restaurants come and go, right? They're here.
Consistent.
There was maybe a favorite restaurant 20 years ago that's not here anymore. And of course, there's some that are really, really great. Like I like Bistro Barbare Bistro, whatever, downtown, fantastic food. And I hope they last a long, long time. But El Serrano, my wife and I have been going there for a long, long time. It was a favorite restaurant of ours 20 years ago. And now in 2022, they're still around making fantastic food. So, give them a shout out. And the thing that's great, our kids like them too. So, Yep.
Well, I'm going to say it because it's special to my wife and I. We're celebrating our 20 years this year, but Zia Maria's in Denver. which also used to have Piero's in Akron, which when she worked at the bank thing that was beneficial bank, whatever it was called,
Big thing.
decided way back in the day, I met her because the place I worked did finance contracts through there. And so that place is special to us because that's kind of where our romance started.
Oh, wow.
I'm feeling in that romantic mood because and look, 20 years married nowadays is that's not
You're doing something right.
not normal. I don't know that I'm doing something right. I think it's my wife tolerates me.
And makes you fantastic lunches.
Yes, that happened today.
Yes. Yep. So you're doing something right.
Yep. So yeah.
I don't think I've ever been to Santa Maria. I'll have to check that out.
It's good. It's very good. Yep. We enjoy it. So that was a good little cocktail, man. All right, let's do prize later and get on. We had a couple more. Jonna tuned in.
Jonna super fan. Jonna stopped by last month.
She likes stubbies. Yeah, she got her prize. Yep. All right, Chris, I think it's time. Let's spin it. This is the prize. This is a good contest. Let's see.
Done one last week.
Come it again, Johnny. You can come in because you're a big fan and supporter, and you earned it. Bring it again, Chris. Let's see if we can't bring other folks in. This teaches people if you should gamble or not. Because like Sarah has 17 comments in. All right, we got a new one. Oh no,
could be Pritchik.
Anyway, Jessica, you are a winner, and be sure to come in anytime we're open. You can collect your gift card or your Less Snore, More Cuddle swag. But hey, thanks for tuning in. This was fun. Kind of just hang out, talk to our customers. And, we certainly got a lot of little video snippets for down the road. When we get that assistant on board in a few weeks, we'll snip it out and share it with you. And
slice and dice.
Slap chop it up.
Slap chop it. That's the target today.
Well, come on out for the 10th sale. Still going on through Monday, July 4th. Shop early for the best selection and the biggest savings. The selection goes away as the time goes on. I promise you that. And you'll want to get here sooner than later. Congrats, Jessica. Stop anytime we're open. You get to pick that swag or a gift card, your choice. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you in the tent. Have a great week.